Good morning. Today we're going to be checking out some of the biggest distilleries in Scotland, but our first stop is the Speyside Cooperage. Here we're going to learn how they make casks. I'm actually super excited, but a little bit cold right now, which has been the case pretty much all week. It's been rainy and cold here, but I guess Scotland really isn't known for its sunshine. So I'm really excited to go check out how they make casks and learn a little bit more about coopers and how they become coopers and the apprenticeship program they have over here. Let's get inside, let's check it out.
Normally we have about 15 or 16 coopers, but unfortunately it's been a really good time for whiskey. We've actually found that a new cooperage is opened locally. They pinched a couple of our staff. Another one expanded. They pinched a couple of our staff. And we have one guy who retired. He'd only done 50 years as a cooper. It was a bit much, but never mind. It meant our numbers dropped. However, we've taken on more apprentices, and in time we'll be back up to where we should be. But it does take 4 years to train an apprentice. 4 years, and towards the end of that time they have a test. If they pass that test, they'll be guaranteed a job here at Speyside. But as you can tell, they do have opportunity to work elsewhere, and there are actually now 10 cooperages in Scotland. Well, the film has just shown you how we make new casks, but in fact we don't make very many, not here. What we mostly do are repairs. So we maybe do, well, usually less than 1,000 new casks in a year, but we'll do between 80 and 100,000 repairs. Repairs, refurbishments, resizing, and that's the kind of bread and butter of what we do.
Alright, we just got done with our tour and I got a sample of this whiskey liqueur with honey. You get it at the gift shop and it's complimentary sample. So we're going to try that out, see how it goes. It's like 11 a.m. It's appropriate to drink whiskey liqueur right now, right? I mean, I'm in Scotland and on a distillery tour, so we're going to do it. Cheers. That's quite sweet. I can definitely taste the honey, and it's pretty sweet, so depends on if you like sweet things, you might enjoy this. It's not my favorite thing. So let me tell you guys a little bit about the tour. It starts out with like a 15-minute video just on the history of this place and how casks are made and a little bit about like coopers, and then you get to walk over and oversee the coopers working. So it takes about 4 years for a cooper to go from their apprenticeship to becoming a cooper, and after 4 years of being an apprentice they go through a testing process, and after they pass the test then they can become coopers. Casks, they get to be used for about like 60 years or 3 to 4 times depending on what condition they are. Usually if they're broken, if they're damaged, they come here to be repaired, so that's not really why they retire casks. It's usually when the liquid steals all the flavors from the wood, so it's no longer giving off any more flavors. That's about the time that they get retired, and our tour guide said that that's around like 60 years or 3 to 4 uses of that barrel. Depending on the distillery, they may use it a little bit more, like 5 or 6 times. That's usually like the bigger distilleries, just because they can use different blends and they don't depend on it as much as a smaller distillery. So that was really cool. Also learned that coopers make money, like they're earning from barrels that they complete. So the barrels have to go through a quality control process, and once those are done and approved, then they get paid. If they don't get approved, then they have to fix, what's wrong with the barrel, and then they can get paid on it. They take one barrel from start to end, so one person works on it. It's not like a production line where you work on a certain thing and then pass it along. So one person takes it from start to finish, and if it's something that they're repairing, they don't get to pick the barrel or the cask. They're kind of given what's up next in line. So it's really like there's a lot of craftsmanship that goes into it, a lot of pride, and obviously like a lot of hard work and pride. So I thought that was really cool. Now I think I gotta go catch up with the rest of my group and check out the next distillery we're going to. I was not gonna finish this, but I feel weird leaving it, so here we are. Awesome. All right, see you guys in the next one. So we made a quick stop in this little town called Aberlour, and I really hope I'm not mispronouncing that too badly. And there is a pub called the Maston that we're about to head into. It's not open yet. It opens at noon and we still have a few minutes, so I thought I'd walk down to the river over here and just kind of enjoy the scenery. I think it might be open right now while I was enjoying nature. So here is the Maston. Oh, it's not yet open. There's people outside waiting. Oh. Kate asked for the whiskey list, and here it is, you guys. It's a book. How does one even pick?
I mean, it's double-sided too.
Oh my god. Help. Send help.
This is when you kind of like open to a random page and you're like, okay, we're gonna do that one.
Close your eyes and just point.
Actually, this kind of does look good.
Passed out, and then I had Kate pick my whiskey because I couldn't decide. That book was huge.
It was huge.
Okay, now tell us why you picked this one.
I just opened up to a page and I read the notes on it and I said, okay, that sounds great. We'll give it a try.
And then I was like, yep, I'll take that too, because decision making skills are terrible, and it can't be bad, right? For food, I have the curry parsnip soup, which is the special of the day, and it got really quiet, you guys, as I started talking. Heather has the steak nail pot, and then it got loud. Cool. What did you get?
The sweet potato, curry, chickpea, something or other.
Yeah.
Curry something.
Everything looks really good.
Yeah.
I don't usually get soup, but it's cold and I wanted some. No. And I love parsnips and curry, so I thought this would be a good choice. All right, our first distillery of the day after lunch, the Glenlivet. Let's get in there. I'm always the last one because I'm like filming everything. Thank you. We just got done with the Glenlivet tour. Unfortunately, we couldn't take our cameras or phones in there. Couldn't record anything. But what did you think?
Cool.
It was really cool.
They had a bunch of copper stills, and they were like, obviously copper's a great heat conductor, so it was really warm in there, and which was perfect on a rainy day like today. But it was really cool to see how they make everything.
Yeah, I was really happy in there. Our tour guide was like, do not touch anything, it's hot. And I was like, oh my god, it feels so nice in here. And then afterwards we got to try this 18-year-old. What do you think of this? You're more experienced with whiskey than I am.
I like it. Our tour guide described it. It has some cinnamon and raisin to it, and she compared it to like a Christmas cake, which is like our version of fruit cake, but that's like really big over here. So it's good. It's sweet, but not like overwhelmingly, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely sweeter, spicy, but not like burn your tongue spicy. It's good.
Oh yeah, delicious. Cheers.
All right, what's the next one we're going to?
Glenfiddich.
All right, we'll see you guys there. Cheers. All right, guys, stop number 3 for the day. Let's get in there. Like we're starting with another video. We just got back to the hotel from the distillery tours. For someone who is super new to whiskey and is really interested, this was a really awesome tour for me, getting to see 2 of the biggest distilleries here in Scotland. It's been an amazing experience. Now I'm going to be heading out to a beer bar, or a brewery actually, called Fierce. It's not too far away from the hotel we're staying at. We're staying at the Marriott, and so we're going to go check that out, but I'm not going to bring this camera along with me because it is kind of bigger and heavier. Instead, I'll be filming the rest of the night with my phone. I hope that's okay. And what else do I have to tell you? This has been such a cool trip. I am tired. I want to pack and shower and go to bed early today, but it's my last night here in Scotland, so I have to make the most of it and pep myself up and go explore the rest as much as I can. I don't usually stay out very long, but the first night I stayed up till like 2 a.m. The next night like till 3 a.m. And then last night we called it early and I like came in around like 9:30. But tonight I'm gonna try not to stay up too late so I can wake up and wash my hair and pack my clothes. But I'll see you guys at Fierce. Here's my flight and a bourbon barrel aged maple stout. Let me tell you what I got. So this one is Late Shift, which is a juicy, not so hazy IPA. It's not totally clear either. And then Moose Moose, this one right here. This one is a chocolate milk stout. And then this is the Barrel Aged Imperial Cafe Racer, which is a porter with coffee and vanilla. And then this one is the hibiscus hopped, or hopped hibiscus, dry hop farmhouse ale with hibiscus. And then this one is a barrel aged maple stout, because I had to.